Did Christmas just run over 4Ks with no new titles in sight and leftovers not to satisfy the premium Ultra HD collectors? So does that mean Blu-rays are about to step up? Or once again, it is DVDs that dominate the end of the year and are going to be supreme in 2026? In today's Physical Media Weekly Report breakdown video, of course, we get into the top 20 sellers of a previous week. I give you my recommendation on every single title right there. That way you can make better buying decisions for your own collecting needs in the future, of course. And then we get into celebrating all the different physical media formats in 2025, see how well they're selling in comparison to one another, how they did throughout the entire year. And then, of course, we talk about the future of collecting. How are things going starting in 2026? And do we think 4Ks and Blu-rays can make a comeback and get resurrected here this year? Or are DVDs just destined to dominate for the end of time? So let's get into it. But first, you love collecting physical media just like me and owning the movies you're super passionate about. You want to be able to keep building these collections in the next decade to come. And you want to be a part of the movement to save physical media in 2026 right now. Well, you're in the right spot with Mega Collecting Friend. Go ahead and Mega Slash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a Physical Media Weekly Report video in the new year. And of course, leave in the comments below, how do you think 4Ks, Blu-rays, and DVDs did overall this year? What formats were you most excited to collect? What had the best prices? What had the best titles? And let's have a great day talking them movies in here. But let's go ahead and get into the list of banger bangers. So here at the bottom, we're going to have Avatar: The Way of Water from 20th Century. Makes sense because people were getting prepared for Avatar: Fire and Ash. And I do like that whole trilogy so far, but actually The Way of the Water is my favorite. I really think the technology with the water environments was really something exciting in the theater. So I absolutely love that 4K. Next up, we got the Lord of the Rings, the motion picture trilogy. It's just a staple from Warner at this point. People go back to kind of get into 4K collecting, and a lot of times they pick a trilogy to start with, and Lord of the Rings is definitely one of the tops. Next up, we got How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course, Universal. This one's always going to be a big seller around the Christmas holiday. Simple as that. Next up, we got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 from Paramount. I love seeing this one make a big comeback because this 4K absolutely looks stunning and sounded incredible and really fun, entertaining family movie. If you have not seen the Sonic movies yet, do yourself a favor, go and marathon them. They're really fun. Next up, we got Superman 2025 from Warner and DC. Definitely not my favorite Superman. I'm a Man of Steel person. Some people really like this one. I saw some potential there. So hopefully we can see this DC universe do something great. But right now it kind of looks doom and gloom there. Next up, we got Ballerina from the world of John Wick, Lionsgate. Fun action movie. It's a John Wick type of title. You know what to expect. Next up, we got Shin Godzilla from Toho. And this one I really wasn't a big fan of. I loved Godzilla Minus One. I went in this one with high expectations. And it was just too much dialogue and talky talk conversation meetings where I wanted more kaiju action. Next up, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, the trilogy from Arrow Video. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. You know what? I really thought this one was going to be top of the list this week again, or near at least the top 5. To see this one get dropped down so much, I cannot explain it. I guess some people were waiting for it to go on sale now, because right now it's currently on sale with Barnes& and Noble's Arrow 50% off sale. So if you did not pre-order this one, now's the time to pick it up, get it discounted. Like I said, it's going to be half off. I believe it's about $60 right now if you go through Barnes& and Noble, or I think you can go through Amazon too, and it's a match there, that price. So actually, I'll link that one in the description below because I'm so passionate about that set. My favorite physical media release of the entire year. Incredible box set, just nostalgia right there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna link that one because I can't, recommend it enough. So good. Next up, we got The Wolf of Wall Street from Paramount. I love the Scorsese title. It's my favorite from him. It just does something perfect with combining, comedy and drama, intense, thrilling moments, the performances, the editing, the filmmaking, all around was just incredible there. So happy to see that one back on the list and selling. Awesome. Next up, we got Transformers 6 movie for collection from Paramount. I believe it got discounted pretty heavily, and Transformers is a ton of fun for sure. I have that set myself, and I enjoyed it. I mean, visually on the 4K disc, It looked amazing, and all the Transformer sounds were great. Next up, we got Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World from 20th Century. Now, I've not picked up this new 4K Steelbook. It was way overpriced from Disney, of course. I don't play that overpriced Steelbook game anymore. So once it gets discounted or I can get it in a multi-buy discount deal, I mean, Amazon will eventually do it, I'm sure. That's when I will pick it up. But right now, I'm going to hold off on it. But I heard good things about that one. Next up, we got Pulp Fiction from Paramount. Quentin Tarantino title, just a staple there. A really good movie. Really enjoyed that one. Next up, we got the Fantastic Four, First Steps from Disney and Marvel. Had an incredible slipcover with the 4K right there. The embossing was fantastic. But I enjoyed this movie. I think it was the best MCU movie, and we got 3 that year. So really good. Top out of the 3 for me. Next up, we got The Grinch from Universal. Of course, once again, it's around Christmas. You're going to be selling The Grinch, all types of Grinch movies. Next up, we got Boogie Nights from Warner. I was really impressed what Warner did with this one. I loved getting the Steelbook. It really popped to me. Great 4K disc. And yeah, really good Paul Thomas Anderson film, I believe. Yeah, I did enjoy that one on the 4K. Next up, we got Pee Wee's Big Adventure from Criterion. Kind of surprised to see this one so high up on the list when it's not Criterion sales season. So people were just desperate to get a 4K of this one. I have a Blu-ray, and I thought the Blu-ray actually looked pretty good. So I don't need the 4K right away. I don't even know if I need to upgrade it to 4K. I mean, I like the movie, don't get me wrong. Tim Burton movie, really enjoyed that one. But do I need the 4K if I have the Blu-ray? I don't think so on that one. But you guys let me know if the Criterion 4K is absolutely worth it, and then I'll consider it during sales season. Next up, we got Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning from Paramount. Once again, great action, stunt scene moments. Don't know how Tom Cruise still does it, but that was a good send off for the franchise. Next up, we got Minority Report from Paramount. I mean, Tom Cruise is just all on this list today, man. Sci-fi, Steven Spielberg title, like a thriller mystery as well. I got the Steelbook. I enjoyed it. Very interesting, very intriguing. I want to go back and rewatch it. Next up, like I said, Tom Cruise dominating this list with Eyes Wide Shut from Criterion. A lot of people finally got that one in and are watching it for the holidays, right? Alternative holiday title, a little bit more adult. Of course, a Stanley Kubrick film. Not really the movie I loved the first time I saw it, but I do want to give it a rewatch, and hopefully Criterion did a great job with it there. But number one, a little shocked by this one. We got Dogma from Lionsgate. I didn't know how popular this title was because I think it was close to being first another week. I thought it was going to kind of drop down, but it got boosted up to number one over, say, like Turtles just fell so much. I can't explain that at all, but you guys let me know. Is Dogma really that great of a watch? Is that just an essential one to pick up? Kevin Smith movies and me are kind of hit or miss, but I'm willing to give it a try with it being this high on the list. This many weeks in a row. Definitely surprised by that. But Lionsgate doing a great job with those titles. So yeah, good job on you, Lionsgate, finishing the year strong with that number one spot. But not a whole lot of new there. That's the interesting to me. There's like no new at all. It's just leftovers. I don't know if any new titles came out. I don't think they usually do that end of the week holiday, Christmas stuff. It's just leftovers from the previous weeks, and we kind of saw what the best leftovers were, or at least what people were consuming and enjoying as leftovers. So a good mixture from different studios in there, a couple boutiques, but like I said, nothing new really to pop and surprise us as a collecting community there. But now we're going to get into the home entertainment charts here. So bear with me while I access these top secret files. Really excited by some of this stuff, kind of concerned by other stuff here. I'm going to bring up a couple charts here, guys. And bear with me as I actually find them, because I'm kind of looking at the entire month of December just to get a better landscape of things. But wow, yeah, I gotta do it this way. I was considering, should I go back a week, 2 weeks, but I'm gonna do the beginning of December, which is gonna be the week ending December 6th, 2025, and then I'm gonna do December 27th, right? That last ending week of December 2025, of course, to see if we had really a big jump up here with the holiday sales. And you guys can see the numbers right there. Unfortunately, 4K is pretty flat, only moved to 0.2% there from beginning to end of month. And that's really, really shocking because I thought with the holiday sales, people were gifting each other maybe some physical media titles if they had a collector in their life. And I thought movies would be selling more. And I thought 4Ks would potentially get this plus 30%, right? Maybe even as high as 40%. And it didn't, and that's so weird to me because there's so many banger sales. So why are people still not picking up the 4K? And then we look at Blu-rays. Blu-rays dropped a little bit, but they kind of got back to their around 25% marker. So once again, they stayed pretty flat overall. DVDs got back up to 59%, close to 60%. And once again, now we're in 2026, guys. That's pretty amazing to see DVDs at 60% of the market share. Still, I don't know how to explain it, especially because there's so many good sales with 4Ks. I'm hoping this week, eventually, when the reports come out, where it was the buy 3 for 33, I'm hoping we see a big boost in 4Ks because why not pick up a 4K for like $11 if you did not participate in that sale yet? I'll also link that in the description. Incredible sale. Once again, you give me some credit if you just go through the link. Don't cost you anything extra. But I was getting 4Ks, like I said, under $11 there, some of them, and it was great because some of those 4Ks before were like over $30. And hopefully a week like that can boost these 4K numbers. But I wonder if people are just afraid of 4Ks now. They had too many problems with them freezing, skipping, pausing. They don't want to keep investing in 4K equipment. They just are going with, I guess, DVDs the cheapest, right? Because everybody's tight on their wallet with prices rising these days. Economy is the way they are. Or they're getting the Blu-rays, but once again, Blu-rays are pretty flat, so we're not like seeing an extra boost of Blu-rays with the drop in 4Ks. So it's really, really peculiar, unfortunately. But what we can say though, with still looking at the numbers confidently from say a few years ago, the floor for 4Ks have risen. Yes, because I remember when they used to be around 6%, and whenever they got to 10%, people got excited. So wow, they still have risen in terms of a floor, and their ceiling has risen too. Sometimes they'll have those high weeks where they really get a boost of maybe 30% or so. Definitely rare, but you can see it. We have seen it in the year. But yeah, I mean, floor has risen, ceiling has risen for 4Ks. Blu-rays kind of remain flat around that 25% marker. And then DVDs, we notice pretty much, dominate. They'll fluctuate. They'll drop maybe 10 or 15% there. I mean, they're no longer like 70 plus percent of the market share, so they have gone down a bit. But that's probably just because as people pass away, there's less collectors in the market, there's less people picking up the DVDs now, and of course, then I guess 4Ks are going to go up in that sense. So that's not a great sign either, unfortunately, because we're not getting new collectors into the collecting market with the new generations. And so that's really the devastating part of collecting and movie watching right now. We're not getting new fans in here of the younger generations. They're more interested in the social media. I saw this year a lot more interested in social media, and then video games as well. They're really excited about video games. But in terms of collecting niche items, I mean, you really didn't see like a big boost in physical media movie sales. I mean, some people went back to books, some people went back to vinyl records, but I never saw like a young person going in for a movie, unfortunately. I just did not see that with my own eyes. Maybe you guys are seeing a different story out there, though. Let me know that in the comments below if you're seeing young people get interested in movie physical media collecting again. I didn't see it this past year, but maybe 2026 will be different. We will have to see though. But wow, man, now talking about the state of physical media in 2026, like I said, I think it's going to be a great year for the niche collecting audience because there's a lot of great announcements already from a lot of these boutique labels. Well, like Arrow's coming out with Mortal Kombat, I heard. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a great release, and so much other titles from them. And Criterion always doing great work, and even Kino Lorber going back to some of those comedies and 90s, 80s titles. I mean, these boutique labels are definitely doing great work. Even Umbrella is impressing me with stuff they're doing. And I know there's big fans of Second Sight out there. And then the studios look like they're doing their best, even though we got that kind of doom and gloom situation with what's going to happen with Warner. Are they going to end up going to Netflix? And what's going to happen with movies there? But overall, there's still great titles to be had for the niche collecting audience. So that's something to hold on to. So it could be great for that in 2026. Absolutely. But once again, like I said, I don't see new collectors getting in here. I don't see a lot of people more excited about going out to the movies. When I go to the cinemas, it's still pretty barren for the most part. I mean, once in a while, when there's more of an event like movie, I will see some excitement behind it. Like Wicked Part 2 had a little bit of excitement. Even Five Nights at Freddy's 2 had its audience the first weekend, right? And I guess Avatar, right? But I mean, it's far and few and in between. And a lot of the other movies that are coming out, there's some really good hidden gems out there, but people are just not seeing them, and then they're kind of disappearing on us, unfortunately. So what do we do? I mean, cinemas, like I said, I think aren't going to really go up in 2026. I mean, they should. They should get the hit and be like, oh, we want to make a premium experience. Let's upgrade all of our theaters. Let's make them really good quality. Let's get event level stuff going. You would think the theaters would do that. I don't think they're responding that quickly as they should with that. So, yeah, I just don't see anything happening at my local theater there. So yeah, it looks like theater watching might go down a bit. Like I said, physical media collecting in terms of how many people are collecting will probably go down in 2026 again a lot. I mean, COVID, and streaming and all that just dipped it and dipped it and dipped it. And now I just feel like it's dipping even more. So yeah, I mean, for the collectors that are there, though, we're gonna get some really cool stuff, no doubt about it. That's it's still exciting, and when we're gonna collect it and enjoy it, while we can still do it, of course, right? But eventually, you lose so many customers, you just don't have enough customers there to justify, getting a title out there if only a few people are gonna buy. So hopefully, 2026 is not the year for that. Hopefully, we can last on another decade or two. But that's just what I'm seeing and noticing out there in my humble opinions, of course. But you guys got to let me know in the comments right now. What do you think is going to happen to physical media movie buying and movie watching overall in 2026? Do you think physical media is going to get a big boost? What formats do you think are going to get a big boost? What titles are going to drive those sales? What are you excited for in 2026? Or, what you're kind of scared for in 2026, right? What do you think is going to happen out there if we don't get more collectors in here? We got to hear that as well. We got to have a fair, position on all of this stuff and get the data and information. So let's conversate with each other, share our stories back and forth, what we're seeing out there. Of course, like our comments. If you haven't already, mega smash that like and subscribe, that notification bell as we make the push to 5,000 subs in the new year. You guys can help with that, because if we can grow this community, we get more people excited about movie watching and physical media collecting, and we build this community up again and save physical media in 2026. That's what it's all about. You can be a part of that movement, my friend, and hype up this video, that hype feature. If you haven't used it yet on YouTube and you have access to it, hype it up, right? If you can hype this up, gets it out to way more people in the new year, and that's how we're really going to build fast, which is going to be awesome as well. And of course, have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends. And once again, try to take advantage of that Amazon, 3 for 33 deal. Once again, I'll link it in the description. Hopefully, it's still going on. But of course, go ahead and make a blockbuster next video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.